thank you very much for your minutes.
Jesus, what was that? That microphone was special. Wow. Let's try and get back on Team Talk here. The Wi-Fi is not having this as a sake. Right, hopefully we're back on here. Seems like we're okay.
After 911 Mike, Shabbos, 1 Alpha arrival, I think that's our number. By Shelby's 1 Alpha, back our Avenue, 7 on the ground. 911 Mike, Kevin.
Oh boy, it's going to be the evening of tech problems, isn't it? I can already see that. Well, the flight's going well. That's about all that's going well. Hopefully the stream is still connected. That's about all I can say. We're having some internet problems. Seems I am, Marshall is, and maybe George is. I think we're okay though, on the stream. I'm hoping it's still going. Who the hell knows? What's going on? I mean, everything's alright with the with Vatsim. Yeah, we're going through the team talk, so... Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, I could barely hear you. You were very distorted from me, or not distorted, but glitchy. I don't know. Part of it's out. My internet's not having fun either. It's having some trouble streaming. I think we started a new stream. It disconnected and started a new stream. Yeah, hopefully we're okay now. Let's slow this climb rate a bit. Go Mach 0.78 now, and we should be fine. And then, so our arrival, let's have a little look here and put our arrival in. So we're in by the, alright, Zomba arrivals Does Bratislava have an ATIS I can read? Information Golf. I really only care about your runway at the moment. ILS approach runway 22. It's leveling out here. Yeah, we're pretty much level. So we'll plan. Yeah, we'll plan for the Zomba 3 Sierra. And then on to the ILS 22 with the Cypher transition. Alright. And then 2,500 is going to be our initial approach altitude.
In a few moments we'll be starting our in-flight service.
They're doing their
we'll
snacks
be serving
and drinks
complimentary
service.
drinks and snacks. Please look in your seat back for a list of complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available
yeah, we
for
should
a
be
small
good with
charge.
that. We
if
can
you wish to make
shut
an
up the
additional
train
purchase,
doing
we
that
only
bloody
accept
thing.
credit cards.
We can set GFM to runway 22. And we can tell this thing here that we're planning runway 22, which is 9,500 feet, so that's fine. We can probably use, I don't know, order break 2 is, yeah, I mean that's probably more than enough. We could even get away with 1, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, let's use 1. I don't think we need to really worry about it. Stop this thing in a hurry, just take it nice and slow. And other than that, we're fine.
Due to how we fly, we can't ensure a comfortable flight, and we might suddenly dive towards the ground while on final, so please check your life insurance.
Yeah, pretty much, Tyler. We, you should have seen our takeoff. We had a no-flap takeoff. Because we tried the first takeoff and the, something was not correct with my the throttles only powered up one engine, so we spun, or we didn't spin, we didn't actually get into the takeoff hole, but we started to spin. So I was like, okay, I need to get us back, so we just repositioned back to the start of the runway, or attempt number 2, but when we repositioned, the flaps came in. And I'm so used to them not doing that in the PMDG that I forgot I needed to reset them on attempt number 2. So when we took off with no flaps. So that was great, but we're here, we made it, no, there was no crash. So yeah, it's fine. We are still... Oh look, here's a flyby. You don't get this in the PMDG. Sounds kind of interesting. It sounds like the... it sounds quite nice. Yeah, the Blue Bottle A321, or the Housefly A321. The spooling on there. Interesting. Yeah, okay, not bad. Alright. Get an engine view. Sat here at cruise. Yeah, okay. So, anyway. Burning 6330. The fuel burns on this pack is actually very good, the freeware. Despite it being freeware, it's pretty much bang on with the fuel burns of each aircraft, whether you're in the 319, 20, 21, whatever. So that's one positive. Yeah, okay. No. I don't know, internet's having a bad day for everybody. George disappeared. He may well be having internet problems. We're having internet problems. You're having internet problems. What a joke. But anyway, I mean we're streaming. There's more of a delay than usual. But I don't know why that is.
All aircraft at the radar closing in 5 minutes.
Tyler Chambliss. The one thing the freeware gets wrong as far as fuel burn is the weight of the plane. If you set the payload stations to empty, it still consumes the same amount of fuel.
Oh, does it really? No, nothing, just Tyler in chat saying that the freeware planes don't consume more fuel even if they're heavier, if you have more payload. I guess it probably also, I mean if you're using more engine power, they'll consume more fuel. And they definitely, if you've got a good freeware plane, it will definitely use more engine power if you're heavier, say at cruise. But yeah, the dynamics of it doesn't work very well.
Hello Captain, good flight to you. It's always nice to follow the content you produce here on YouTube. Are you flying with Spilot or Strand? An excellent flight to you. Night night. Donations are not necessary, but if you would like to support the stream in any way, visit https://www.paypal.me/bigalots.
Thanks Carlos, appreciate it. We're flying with Tramp today. And yeah, keep up the great work with your channel as well. Carlos, I do tune in from time to time to listen in. I don't normally understand what's going on in terms of what you're saying, but you know, I can hear the aircraft. What was you were doing a long haul, I think, the last time from somewhere to Fort Lauderdale maybe? Did you make it? I can't remember. I tuned in for the departure and then had to go. It's in an A330 Neo. Freeware, I guess. Oh, that's nice. There's a lot of wind in this sound pack in the environment sound on this. It's a little bit too
Tyler
much.
Chambliss.
I'll remove some of it.
You know, it would be nice if Andy would start on the Aerosoft stuff since we don't really need access to the panels in PMDG because first officer. I want to fly Airbus but don't want to fly tram.
Right, heading 180, clear the left one right, or leave one forward.
Yeah, I know. We all want to fly an Airbus, yeah. There's the TFM survey coming up, so make sure you all fill that out. And, you know, fill out what you think of where it's going, if there's any projects you want to see, you know, all that good stuff. Make sure you fill that out for sure. Yeah.
Attorney Radar Austria, 901 Mike Heavy. I have the running site.
Question 901 Mike Heavy, I'm so sorry, I was talking to someone there. Equip for the visual only 27.
Have the clear visual 27 Austria,
I'm going to do
901
something a
Mike.
little bit sneaky. I'm just going to go here. We're not actually going to exit out the scenario, but we're just going to go to
Bulgaria
options,
57112.
and I'm just going to go to sound, and I'm just going to turn this down to like
Vision 2 Delta Whiskey Monte Income today.
over to Unicom Provision 2 Whiskey. Thanks for your service. Bye bye.
114 Tower 108 65 minutes.
There we go. That's a little bit better. Just turn the environment sound down by
901 Mike, the wind
a tad,
calm runway
just to get rid of some of that wind. It's getting a little bit silly. And he is closing. Hello, Marshall.
Yeah, the reason I just went down and said once this one goes because one was used to tell me she was going to give me a bit more time to get the building started.
Tyler Chambliss.
Oh yeah.
LOL, the flyby sounds like a turboprop.
Yeah, it sounds like the Blue Bottle or the Housefly A321, doesn't it? It doesn't. It's kind of interesting. Yeah. Interesting.
Carlos Rodrio. If you can tell me, is it possible to fly on FS2020 the fly BA320 or Phoenix using Stram and FSFO for example? Tyler Chambliss. What sound pack is this?
It's the Sky High sound pack with some modifications that someone made to try and improve the bus, or I'm still debating if I like them over the defaults. So is FS 2020 usable with the 500 Phoenix? So unfortunately not. No. FS 2020 has some accessibility issues that you can get around to load into an airplane with some hackarounds. I believe they have broken keyboard access, so you need a Xbox controller with Sim Update 10 I would need someone to confirm that, but that's what Josh told me was happening in the beta when he tried it. So you would need an Xbox controller to get around the menus. When you load into an aircraft, like the Fenix A320, I think if you were to try flying it with Tramp, you would probably have problems because it's just such an advanced aircraft. It's like trying to fly the PMDGs with Tramp. It just doesn't end very well. The same with the fly-by-wire. The other thing I'm not sure about is First Officer has changed its interface for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It now has a graphical, what he calls a graphical user interface, and I don't know whether that is still usable for us as a program because he's got this graphical user interface on it. What I will say, Carlos, is what, you know, if First Officer was usable, it wouldn't be a million miles away from being able to fly the planes using the FMC, because it has a lot of new features. So in the fly-by-wire, for example, you can, and the Fenix I believe, if you give First Officer your sim brief details, it will pull your sim brief flight plan and it will pretty much be able to load the plane for you. It can load in your zero fuel weight, it can deal with loading your route file or your co-route or whatever. It can do all that stuff, which is great.
Yep, keyboard access is broke.
There you go, so Tyler's confirmed that keyboard access is broken because of the graphical interface, so that would be a problem. But it can, and it's frustrating, it can actually load the co-route and everything for you, but what it cannot do is the SIDS and stars section, because it doesn't know what SID or star to use. According to the developer, it doesn't know what SID or star and runway to use. So it will load the flight plan, but then it will leave it to you to go and do the SID and star, which is a bit of an issue because obviously we can't see the CDU to do it. So I don't think you would be able to do a successful flight really in the Fenix or the fly-by-wire from A to B at the moment with what we have. It used to be the case that you could fly the fly-by-wire mod with the AI feature. And I actually did a flight in the fly-by-wire mod with the AI. It wasn't great, it didn't fly it very well, but I think
donations are not necessary, but if you would like to support the stream in any way, visit https://www.paypal.me/pickalock.
I think as you try, or as those aircraft get more advanced, especially airplanes like the Fenix, you're probably going to have problems using AI mode to fly them. It's probably going to throw up some problems.
Tyler Chambliss. I meant an MSFS.
Yeah.
I haven't tried the new FSF logo.
Yeah, okay, you're glitching, but yeah. See if it holds. Oh, so you meant MSFS, okay, yeah. So MSFS keyboard access is broken and you need an Xbox controller, I guess. Which is very, very disappointing, to be honest with you. It's just no explanation. Asobo just useless, absolutely useless. Broken keyboard access again, yeah, useless. So yeah, that was a very long answer, but the long and short of it is essentially no. I don't think you could fly the fly-by-wire or Fenix properly in Microsoft from A to B. I don't think it's going to work yet. Hey, yeah, we hear you, we got you. Yeah, we're looking good. We had some internet outage for about a couple minutes, so the stream did a restart on itself, but we're showing about an hour till landing here, so shouldn't be too long.
Yeah, mine popped up as well.
Yeah, everyone seems to have internet problems.
And yet I'm not running into heavy. Not compared to hard to ship, it gets renounced. Yeah. It's died again.
Oops. Has yours died or has mine died? Okay. Yeah, internet is not working.
Yeah, I will stay on for a bit, but if we get into probably just the PC starts, I'm going to throw it. Because I don't fancy making a dickhead out of myself on that.
Yeah, we will see if we have ATC on landing. Supposedly there's an event on there, but we may
Tyler Chambliss.
end up missing
A
it.
while back Josh told me he heard from the FBW team that they wanted to make the web FMC accessible, but that wouldn't fix the problems because it doesn't talk to TFM.
Yeah, I know he had heard that. I haven't heard anything about that, Tyler, from Fly-by-Wire. And I think there was other parts of the flight bag and things that we needed to have made accessible. The Fly-by-Wire team have definitely been the most responsive. I'll say that they've been very, very, you know, excited to maybe do something with us. But I think that, I mean, the PMDG in MSFS is very close. If and when they enable their full SDK in concert with FSUI PC, everything in theory should work with TFM. So then TFM will support A-Plane in MSFS. Of course, that doesn't mean that First Officer will then work with it, because again we have this graphical interface problem with First Officer. So it's all a bit, yeah, it needs a bit of time. So I've just kind of been leaving it alone. You know, it needs some time, and I'm just so disappointed with the Sobo. I mean, I was already disappointed, but it's just a joke to break it again. And they want to try and say they've got some kind of accessibility team or whatever, you know. I mean, we had someone in the comments on a video I made not a few weeks back when I made a weekly update video. Obviously some sighted person complaining and saying, you know, oh, you're just bitter, like, you know, why are you trashing Microsoft Flight Simulator? And I had to comment back and say, listen, I make my videos from a blind person's perspective, and I am sure from a sighted person's perspective Microsoft Flight Simulator is the best thing since sliced bread because it looks lovely. But for a blind person, Asobo have been nothing but unhelpful to us since the beginning of the process, and just made so many useless promises, and it's been an absolute joke. Anyone in the community thinks it's a joke. Anyone who I know who is anyway related to development thinks it's a joke. So yeah. And there is no way to reposition MSFS. Yeah. I mean, the way I used to do it was create a flight plan in Tramp and set a gate as the starting location at the airport, and then load that flight plan into MSFS. That would load me at a gate, and then I'd use Tramp to reposition to the runway and then go with the AI. That's how I used to do it. when I even used to use the thing. Now I haven't even got it installed, and it's not, to be honest, it's not going to be installed until Asobo starts sorting things. How was Pisa then, George? What did you get up to there?
So today I visited Pisa because otherwise I stayed in Florence. And yeah, I've been to the tower.
Oh, the leaning one.
Because we thought we wouldn't have enough time.
Right.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually know how to explain everything.
Yeah.
Also had a very embarrassing episode today. Went to the bathroom and I felt like the name like blocked there and I felt like shit. And I was like, that's impossible. Why me? Why it always has to happen.
Yeah, no, I was saying to another friend of mine the other day, I never like using the public urinals. I don't. I always use a cubicle. I don't use the public urinals because I just.
Yeah, I guess that'd work.
I don't know. I just
Saying
don't like it,
response to
especially when you
PMDG
can't
and
see
TFM
like
MSFS.
you know what's going on around you. Kind of, it's. Yeah, I don't particularly like it. Use a cubicle. So public toilets and all that's never great.
Yeah. You know what I don't like? Yeah, those modern accessible toilets that, like, yeah, there's some pads on it and shit like that.
Oh, like a touch screen.
Yeah, I'm very against that.
This is what we had today. Finally.
Yeah.
And it was really nice.
Yeah.
I'm very against those because, you know, they are still not like in a toilet that had one of those and got stuck.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Like, I didn't get stuck, but that's what I thought because I couldn't open the door. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna stay for 1 hour here.
In the toilet, yeah. Yeah, start smashing on the door. Oh God.
Yeah, that felt like punishment.
Yeah. Yeah, you come to Pisa and you only get to see the toilets.
And not only that, what happens if the power fails? I much prefer old-fashioned hardware. Much prefer hardware that can tell what it's doing and tell what position it's in.
I saw a side stick of the A321. I couldn't really understand that as fast as it was. I think I was asking
Maybe. But I guess that side stick is how big did it feel? Is it it's kind of like just like a joystick kind of thing?
yeah, a bit bigger. I compared it to the lever that's changed.
Yeah, like the gear stick thing.
Yeah,
Mm. Okay.
this is what it's seen.
Right.
It was the throttle.
Yeah.
And then I started to talk to them about the types of approach.
Awesome. Yeah.
And they were like, they showed me please don't raise that. I was like, no, I'm sure I will.
Yeah, I think you're safe. I don't think the Airbus has a protection. When you're on the ground, you can't actually. It won't let you pull the gear up. The like if there's a certain amount of weight on it, the gear just won't come up. So I think you're safe. But yeah. No, that would still kind of be worrying. You wouldn't want to accidentally have the gear pull up on the ground. That would be even more embarrassing than the toilet situation. So yeah. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going anywhere.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I think we talked about it on a previous stream we did. College actually had around the same things whether it's a hard line. It was the cabin section for
boost TT a little bit on the volume mix because it's very quiet. Can't hear that. No one can hear what anyone on Team Talk's saying. Where the hell is it? Here it is. Just shove it up a little bit. See if that helps. A couple of dB. Where can we close this? Dialogue is. There we go. Yeah, we have this volume issue for anyone watching web. I use an add-on that allows me to set the volume for every application that I'm running, and to mute applications, which is great because if I want to mute Team Talk and take it out of the stream, I can do it. If we want to mute some music that I'm playing so no one can hear that, I can do it. But it also means that everything has an individual volume. It's not just sending everything I hear out. So what I hear through my headset isn't necessarily what goes out through the stream, which is why sometimes things come through a bit louder on the stream or quieter. You think, well, I can't hear a word they're saying or whatever. I can hear them, which is fine, but you maybe cannot, so I have to keep adjusting the volumes.
But yeah, I would have wanted to if they kept marking it in, but since I've never been on an actual aircraft before, never flown, it was kind of nice to actually see what the inside of a commercial airline looks like.
Answering a few messages here, but we are yeah, so oh yeah, 398 miles to run here, so we're doing alright. We have a little ways to go, and see what happens with Bratislava. I've only done it a few times.
the way this day's gone, we'll probably miss the bloody event. I hope they stay on if that's the case. I hope they don't just leave right on the dot the event's supposed to finish.
VNAV off. VNAV on.
Speed up a bit. Speed up to Mach decimal 8.
Yeah.
We don't have a terrible ground speed. It's about 455. Let's see if we can get it up a bit. Yeah, so we're now going over Serbia and yeah, then we should be in Slovakia.
Yeah.
Erico Resent. Hello gays.
Oh, you're there.
Erico The lid is
Got
cracking.
64 miles of space in between at the minute. Just monitoring it because I'm not running real world weather at this time.
Oh, you see me on there, okay. Erico, hello, welcome to the stream. The live is crackling. It seems alright for me. I'm watching back on my phone. It seems alright, but it's possible we are having some internet problems today, yeah. Lots of internet issues have happened, so there may be some stream delay, lag or whatever. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised.
Yes, I see you on V-Pilot. I'm just monitoring it because I'm not running. If I can get away with not running it, I'm not running it.
Yeah.
Because I'm already having enough issues.
Yeah, I don't see you currently. There's a couple, some Qatari planes near me. Let's do a, that's a nice view. Yeah, the stream delay on this is ridiculous. I'm just watching it back. I'm only now hearing the what I was saying about the thing to the Erico.
Yeah,
This internet is just absolute shit.
I don't know what somebody's done, but both of these are fucked.
Yeah, it's not working at all. Well, not to the usual. I mean, usually the speed is fine. We get like, oh, emergency services on scene. There's 2 aircraft on the ground involved in minor collision at Heathrow. Oh dear. That what the hell? It's unexpected. Alright, hopefully we're not as delayed now. I don't know if it's caught up any. Let me see here. I mean, Team Talk is doing alright, I think. But it is it's struggling to keep up on the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're actually doing a little bit better now. It's about a delay of 30-40 seconds, so that's better than where we were at.
Yeah. It's 2 miles away from there.
Alright. Okay, looks like we will be descending in about 90 miles. And let's see here, who do we have on? The tower. Can't read the raters anymore, maybe there isn't one, but anyway, we're still going to do 2-2. And the winds 2505, so nothing to worry about in terms of that. Should all be perfectly fine. So yeah, I will be back in a minute or two, and then we'll soonish begin descending.
Yeah.
Right, I'm back. Doesn't look like no controllers came online, so we should be descending when we reach 68 miles from there, so in about 30 miles. And yeah, looks like we will have a tower at the moment, and that will be pretty much it. But that is kind of expected now because we overshot the event.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that to just be its power. I hope he's
Yeah, it would be nice. Not the end of the world if he doesn't. I'd be more annoyed if approach was on and then disappeared.
Approaching top of descent.
Yeah, so we just got an approaching top of descent alert from first officer. That's actually about right. Should be in about 10 miles, maybe a little bit less. So the way first officer does that is it doesn't actually look at your star. Obviously, it doesn't know the restrictions, but it just seems to draw from your altitude, speed, and distance, which is, you know, it's not too far off actually. I mean, in this case, it's very close, so it's worked out pretty well. Yeah, there we go. So we're now starting our descent down, and we'll just put airspeed hold on and hold. Well, we're going to tell it to
assist with customs at our destination, flight attendants will begin handing out forms momentarily.
And we'll
Please
do
review and complete these
descent
forms and
checklist.
keep them with you for presentation upon arrival.
Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Recall. Checked. Notes. Checked. Auto brakes. Set. Landing data. Checked. Approach briefing. Completed. Checklist complete.
Yeah. And we're doing an okay job with following tramps VNAV.
We're about ready. Well,
VNAV off. VNAV on. VNAV off. VNAV on.
Okay, yeah. So don't worry, it's that VNAV off, VNAV on thing is just when altitude log goes off and then turns back on. But we seem to be doing okay anyway. It's doing like 15 knots faster than what I've put in the speed box, but that's pretty normal for tramp, so yeah, it's fine.
wait a second, babe. 30 miles of space in 30.
Alright, perfect. That sounds good.
VNAV off. VNAV on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and
Check
fasten
we
your
don't have
seatbelt.
any speed restrictions on this arrival. No, we don't.
VNAV off. VNAV on.
I'm guessing that was... Okay, not sure why we skipped a waypoint there. Yeah, we are looking alright. I'm gonna just set the speed back to like 260 here, just to try and get this thing to slow down nicely with... Coming through 16,000, so let's get this thing to try and slow down naturally.
Five miles of spacing now.
Yeah, should be right. Still at 280 knots. We're gonna have to slow down in a minute.
Yeah, we're slowing down already.
Yeah. Right, so doesn't seem to be anyone around here, does there? Anyway, speed can come back to
ILS set.
245. That's gonna put the ILS in for us. I'm just gonna bring out a
Speed brake
little bit
on.
of speed brakes here to help start slowing us down.
Alright, we are slowed to 235.
Alright.
Miles to spacing, 245 on the speed, slowing to 235. So we should be fine, we shouldn't hit you.
Yeah. Okay. We're looking alright here on the speed. It's come back relatively well.
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed in future in a full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Alright, there go landing lights, back onto 10,000. And 32 miles out. Let's have a look. So we just gotta go from this waypoint to here, onto the approach at Zypher. And we go CI, FI, okay, perfect. So, can hold 240 just fine. Coming down at a nice slow rate. Tramp always does a pretty good job of VNAV in this plane, if you like, or at least creating some kind of plausible vertical profile. Alright, on to the next waypoint, about 25 miles. Bratislava Traffic Vision 2.0 is an A321 through 8,000 feet, 25 miles to the field, coming in -22. Still got a tower, haven't we, here on 1183. So I'm tuned to in a little bit. So there is that. Start bringing that speed back now, please. ILS. Yeah. 110.8 is in, so let's hope that's the ILS. Well, we'll double check it in a minute. First officer should change it back. Yeah, there we go.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright. Alright, so now we're going inbound. Cypher. Get those speed brakes out and keep slowing down. $16 miles.
25 miles of space.
Alright, just what are we now? 50 miles out.
Transition altitude. Checked.
Okay, bit late for the transition now. And then in a second we will arm the approach mode and probably go speed back to 190. Alright, now we're going inbound finals, so...
VNAV off. Approach hold on. Heading select off.
Looks like we picked that up immediately. Could probably take flat 1 here to help. Take another notch flap, and hopefully we can retract those speed brakes. Alright, 10 miles. Tower hello, Vision 2 Dota Whiskey is 10 miles, ILS 22.
22 up, right 1. Center.
Continue 22, Vision 2 Dota Whiskey.
46 below. Center.
Alright, can go speed 170 here.
3 check.
Left 1.
Landing gear down.
Gear down now, helmet out. There's 2500.
32 below. Left 1.
You guys might not hear the GPWS, I'm not sure, because it's coming through a different output.
103 below. Left 1. 156 below. Left 1. 183 below. Left 1.
Alright, we can do that.
189 below. Left 1.
Take flight plan out.
145 below. Left 1. 109 below. Left 1.
And then we'll take final approach speed, we'll go like 150 here. Should be good, roughly.
67 below.
Obviously, it's only an approximation. This plane is, you know, we don't have an actual approach speed. Landing checklist.
Landing checklist.
Alright, make sure altimeters are
Speed brake.
sequenced.
Armed. Landing gear.
Left 1.
Down.
Flaps. Set. Checklist
Is he
complete.
gonna clear you to land or what?
Left 1.
Level 61 for the landing. I'm getting ready to taxi.
We'll see. Still with 1400, so I'm not too worried. The guy in front just landed, so.
My chest were Delta Alpha.
Tu Delta Whiskey runway 22, clear zone 3001.
2-2, we're cleared to land Vision 2 Delta Whiskey, thanks. Just for information, since we're a blind pilot and the software we use doesn't allow us to taxi on the ground, is it alright if we reposition over to a stand once we've got to a stop?
Left 1.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
35 5 pub.
Alright, 2000, landing checklist complete, flaps full, gear down, he's given us clearance, so we are set to go. We know we're going to go to a stand. I've pulled Tramp's stand list up here,
Left 1.
and yeah, all is
68
good.
above. Center. 69 above. Center. 68 above. Center. 63 above. Center. 67 above.
Come to 500.
70 above. Center. 83 above. Center. 73 above. Center.
Minimums.
53 above.
Nice on the winds here, yeah, nothing major on the winds at all.
Center.
Bang on the centre here.
56 above. Center.
B-nav on, L-nav on, approach hold off. Breed brake out, reverse thrust.
Right, touchdown, reverses.
117 knots.
100 knots.
2 knots. 87 knots.
80 knots.
72 knots.
60 knots.
Reverses can come out.
Manual braking.
Take manual brakes.
43 knots. 23 knots.
And yeah,
Reverse idle.
nice. Here's the gate. And
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination.
very nice.
The
Central
local
line
time is
deviation 10
9:18
feet. Touchdown was
p.m.,
negative.
and it's currently about 14 degrees Celsius.
Well,
You can now use your mobile devices.
I think it
Please
says
remain seated
92.
until the aircraft has come to a complete
Okay.
stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when
Not on
opening
top
the
of
overhead
anyone.
bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight.
So we'll set the
We
parking
thank you
brake
for flying with us.
and take engine 1 and engine 2 out. And we'll end this on the FSA.
Vision before Mike Fox trucks inbound cipher.
And
Runway 22.
did the seatbelts, so we take the door.
Yeah, no problem.
Nice, and we can also watch Marshall land. Let's go to maybe tower view is better here. Yeah, so a good flight, a good landing. Some internet issues, which was unfortunate, but that's not much you can do, I guess.
Woo! Space shuttle approach. Ladies and gentlemen, we do apologise for the sudden diving there.
Uh-oh.
No, we did a space shuttle approach. We had to lose 2,000 feet of altitude in about 30 seconds.
Fair enough.
We're not landed yet. We just caught the glide.
Yeah. We'll see if we can hear you come in. What are you in, a Falcon? We might not hear you then. Depends what it puts your model as. Might put you as like a little regional or something with shitty sounds in it. Passengers are still going in here. Still doing boarding.
It's 1200 AGL. $1,400 ASL, 14 above glide.
Maxim Moko. Hello, thanks for flying to LZIB. You are welcome to come again.
300.
Here comes
Mohammed Arakan.
Marshall.
Hi, which game is this?
Oh wow, the chat's gone a bit wild. Maxim, thanks for the message there. Are you the tower controller by any chance, or not? But appreciate it, and yeah, great. Well, unfortunately, we kind of missed the event, but I knew that was going to happen. We
Mohammed Arakan.
took off a little bit late.
Eurofly.
Mohammed, this is P3D Lockheed Martin Prepper 3D, not Eurofly now. It is P3D version 5.
Yes, I am, no problem.
Oh, you are? Okay, I'm surprised you found the stream. But appreciate it. Appreciate your service. Oh, there's Marshall landed. And Marshall's down, so...
And Vision for Mike Foxtrot, thanks for the service this evening. We'll be
Nightbird. Donations are not necessary,
Thanks for
but
flying
if you
by.
would like to support the stream in any way, visit https://www.paypal.me/vipalots.
Right, there's Marshall landed. His internet is having fun, so it sounds interesting on frequency, but yeah. Right, anyway, passengers are still deboarding, but they're going to be here all night getting off on pack eggs, so yeah.
Mohammed Arakan. Can I get this game?
Well, Mohammed, it is not really a game, it's a simulator that has a lot of add-ons, so it's kind of something that you get alongside a lot of other programs to make it all work. You can get the simulator if you Google Lockheed Martin P3D, and you can get a license for the simulator. But we do use a lot of other add-ons to make it work. for visually impaired people. So I would recommend going to, I'll type it in chat here, bvipilots.net is probably a good place to go to. bvipilots.net. That is our website where we have a lot of information about how we do things.
Can you send this?
Yeah, there you go. Go to that link in chat. Mohammed, go to that link in chat, bvipilots.net, and you'll be able to find some information about how we do things. And there is also a contact form where you can contact us to discuss, you know, like, what should I get. It's a little bit complicated, and just since I'm about to finish up the stream here and end off, it would probably take me quite a while to explain, because it isn't really like Eurofly where you just get the one, you know, the one game and that's it. It's the simulator, and then we run lots of other programs, and yeah, it's quite complicated. But have a look at that website; it'll probably tell you a bunch of stuff. And like I said, there's a contact form, so we'll be happy to help you out as well. Anyway, apologies for the internet issues. Not much I can do about it on the stream. This will archive itself on the YouTube in 2 parts, although I may remove the departure part because it's just so bad on the internet. It just has so much clipping on it. So we'll see you in the next stream. I'm not sure when it will be, but keep an eye out. And thanks to to Maxim for the tower control. Yeah, we missed the event, but like I said, I kind of thought that was going to happen. Yeah, thanks for getting both the BVI pilots in.
Are you making new mods of Eurofly?
I'm making new mods. No, I'm not making new mods of Eurofly, Mohammed. I don't play Eurofly anymore. At the moment, it's not realistic for me. It's not what I want to be doing. The simulator is much more realistic. So I don't play Eurofly anymore. I don't even have it installed. And yeah, the mods package that I have out there is it, and it's pretty much been abandoned. I don't do anything else with it. So unfortunately, I still keep it out there. People can download it, but I don't do anything with it. So when Eurofly 3 comes out, when/if, we will of course take a look at it on the channel and see what's going on with it. But version 2 is just yeah, not what I want to be playing. So yeah, alright, we will see you in the next stream. I appreciate everyone interacting in chat, and yeah, we've had a nice busy stream, so here, see you next time. Thanks Maxim, have a good one, hopefully see you soon.